Yes, welcome to Right in the Coombe, William Hill, Scottish Cup Final Special. What's happening, lads?
How about you, mate?
Oh, I'm burst, I'm done.
What were you up to last night?
We had the tenant show last night, eh?
Slaney?
My head's splitting. Nothing to do with drinking, just listening to Slaney for 3 years.
Lead you astray?
Should have seen his entrance. He had the tenant's hat, see the cans and all? Had that, came out dancing and got a bird and everything. He's on fire.
The man's an artist.
No chance.
He's a new Frank McAvenny, I'm telling you. That's what he's doing.
He's too well for me.
And then I'm off to Berlin Saturday as well.
Frank, you've been there, haven't you? You're just telling us a story there.
Any nightclubs for us?
You've got me a missus, can't go to the club I went to.
What happened?
I don't know, you leave your clothes at the door, it was brilliant. Good club, Berlin's a great place.
By the way, I seen you on Instagram, what's that all about?
That's my son's doing it for me.
Right. You're getting up with the times now, aren't you?
Getting up with the times, aye.
You going to join old Instagram now?
He doesn't know what it is. No.
I don't get a clue, social media, all that stuff.
Right, we're in the Hampden Museum. What a place, eh?
It's an dressing room, innit?
Lovely, innit?
No, changing room.
Now I've got poor memories.
Talk us through it, was it soon as?
Aye, well, it was
30 years ago?
It was the Scottish Cup final coming up, the build-up, we were at Turnberry. I was coming up on the bus side and I was told by one of the directors that I wouldn't be involved. I'd proved my fitness, it was 10 days beforehand. So I was disappointed that I didn't even get a place on the bench. We get beat 1-0, Joe Miller scored. I remember soon as coming into this dressing room and just walking in and he just saying, I don't do losers medals, and he just chucked it into the big bath at the time. I just saw that medal flying through the air thinking, that should have been mine.
Did you go get it?
No, I went out and got into the state urine this morning, so I did.
Frank, we've got the Scottish Cup here as well, not to touch it, but...
I got it year before, it was nice.
You've touched it?
I've touched it, yeah.
Held it aloft?
Nice, scored the 2 goals in the cup final, yeah. Good memories.
Is it amazing winning the Scottish Cup, eh?
Yes. Especially when it was... Rangers were just going that run, so they brought the big guns up. The European band in England, so the big guns were up and playing for Rangers, so it was good to get that in our centenary year because there was no reason we should have won it that year. We should have won the double or the league, but we were just all Celtic supporters, so it made a difference.
You scored in the final as well, eh?
Just the 2.
Brilliant, right. Steve Clarke's Scotland job. What's your thoughts? Right appointment?
Oh, aye, absolutely. I think it was, for once, where we are at the minute, they've got it right, haven't they? You know, and he's the right man for the job. I think even the right age as well. You know, just everything about Stevie Clarke. I think the guys will respect him, which is a huge thing. And what he's done at Kilmarnock, he's made. You've heard me saying it often enough. He makes good players better players, and you know we're no sitting here with Scotland with world-class players, but he'll get the best out of that bunch, you know. And I loved his statement there. Some of the guys that are retired, some of the guys that didn't turn up under Big Alec, he's no gone chasing them. They've got to come to him, which he's made a statement. So, aye.
Do you think a lot of boys will come at
I think so. I think they'll be wanting to play. I mean, you just look at Kilmarnock, there's boys there that you would think, I would never see players at Kilmarnock. They're comfortable on the ball, they're holding it, and they're doing things that you wouldn't see anyone from Kilmarnock doing that. But they'll look as if, you know, he's giving them the freedom to go and express himself and just be, you know, if they lose the ball, don't worry about it, you know, get it back. And, so you do that with Scotland, and there's a few good players at Scotland, and if you get them organised, I think they've been. I think
that's the biggest thing about them.
No disrespect to Alec, but they've not been organised for years before Alec. It's been a shambles, really.
The whole country's got a lift now, isn't it?
Aye, absolutely. And I don't think at Kelly, when I was down there a few times covering some games, speaking to people, doesn't he ask players to do anything that they can't do? You know, he asks them to do what they're good at, you know, and he has that organised, that discipline. At Scotland, the fans, we're not going to be playing this fancy, free-flowing football. He'll grind out results, Mark.
Yeah,
you know, and he'll get a result here and there, which I think is really important. So, but aye, absolutely, he's the right man for the job.
Have you spoke to him now?
I've not spoken to him since he got the job. No.
You got to phone him?
I've need to phone him.
He's looking for a number 2.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say.
I've got a wee. I need to take issue with him. He says that he should have got more caps. I don't know about that. That was only a statement. I thought, no, man, Stevie, don't back him.
Who did you get?
I don't know.
I think it was 9. 9 he said he got a hit, 9 a hit. Was he not good playing that?
I think it was 6 by the way.
8 managerial have got.
Right, Scottish Cup final. Talk us through the players will be feeling right now, Mackie. You'll know. Lead up to the final week before. How are you feeling?
I think it's a build up in it. This week's tremendous. We used to go to the old Seamill.
I thought you were going to say strippers.
No, we used to go to Seamill. It was great. Used to play football in the lawn of the hotel, and the losers had to go and see and all that.
So you'd got a hotel the whole week before the final?
Oh, a few days. We'd go a few days. You know, doing the Wednesday or something, and we were there. It was good. It was good fun. You know, you sort your tickets out and all that, and but way before, and I never knew I had so many pals.
You know, been to Seamill?
Up to the cup
No,
final.
I've been.
Yeah, nice.
Brilliant. It was great.
Orangery.
And the big lounge at the back.
That's what you like, isn't it?
Big grass bit at the back. We used to play football, and the losers used to go and see. And you don't want to go and see, so it was a bit tasty. The warm.
I mean,
it was good fun.
The build-up's brilliant. That's what you love, isn't it? And away for that 3
No problem. We had Jim White coming up. He was with STV at the time, so we had him in the bus.
All right, mate.
All right, mate. He was good. All right, Jim. No, he was good. He was in, and it was. We had a few laughs in the bus on the way up, but it was just one of them.
Great days.
The whole thing. We'd Stevie Murray and a couple of boys that used to play with us, the reserves, and they were all dressed up as clowns. And the bus drove up to Hampden, they'd go to clowns and all that.
That's scary,
They're on brilliant, because they were in amongst the fans, they were all fans. And it was great seeing them on, and me, John Viola and all these, and they were on the fans. It was great fun.
Who's under the pressure here, Derek? Hearts or Celtic?
Well, you got to say Celtic. They're going for the treble again.
But
the
Hearts
treble,
season also relies on this, doesn't it?
Aye, do you know, I don't think anybody expects Hearts to win it, if we're going to be honest about it. So I think the pressure is on Celtic. It's got to be. But they thrive on that, and they're used to that. Can Hearts come and it's for me? Can Hearts make a game of it? You know, I fear for Hearts if they lose a goal early doors. And what happened down in England, you know, I looked at that Man City game against Watford, and they were sensational. But they never they kept the foot on the pedal. They never let up. I could see Celtic doing something similar if Hearts are not careful. So it's really important the first half hour. You know, Hearts have to kind of try and keep Celtic at bay. So who's the pressure on? I don't think people expect Hearts to win. I think they expect Celtic. So the pressure maybe shuffles across the Celtic.
You know, you're saying history, but did you feel the pressure?
No, I think the pressure's when you're playing with Celtic Orange, I would imagine, but you're playing with Celtic, it's always there every week.
It's a word that the press like to use.
You know, I don't think it's the players. The players just look forward to it. You know, and you create your own, especially with a club like Celtic, create your own wee bit of history, and that's what they'll be doing.
Okay, over the years, what's been your favourite Scottish Cup memory?
Mine.
Favourite? I don't think I've got one, to be honest with you. No, but as I said, I just told you that story earlier. So I know it's beautiful.
What about watching your brother win it and stuff like that?
Oh God, well there you go. Aye, yeah, I'm saying personally, of course. I mean, Barry won it I think it was 3 times. So coming here to Hampden and watch him, watching Rangers win it, aye. Of course I thought you were talking personally, but it's just something that always you have regrets throughout your career, and that's the one. I'd love to have played in the Scottish Cup final. I get 3 League Cups, but it's not the same because you want to be playing last game of the season. You know, everybody's focusing in. I'd have loved to have got my hands in that. So for those Hearts boys that will be there, they're not expected to win. It's some occasion.
Is it one of the best days of your career, the Scottish Cup final, Frank?
I think so. It's just the build up. Everything's the build up and everything. You know, as Derek said, the season's finished. You've got a week to the. You know, to the cup final, so you just everything's.
Where did you go after that cup final?
It was the worst. It was the anticlimax. We went back to Celtic Park. It was all bored, and it was the cheap champagne and all that. So
never happened.
It was terrible. Why have you ever drunk that? I've been the worst dating you for drunk that.
Did you not go away somewhere together?
No, we end up. God rest them. We end up at Tommy Bunce's.
Did you karaoke that?
Brilliant. Well, they all went back and I went out, and then I went back.
And Tommy's sparing. Derek, your old team's form's not been great. Does that take the pressure off a wee bit? I know you're saying that Celtic are under pressure, but what will Hearts be thinking going into this game? Because they got beat for Celtic on Sunday. Does that matter?
Aye, of course it matters, because they've struggled. I mean, if you look at their record of late, they've not been playing well. They've lost key players. There's still Piaget, we don't know if he's going to be fit. I think Heron's fit. There's a few others. I don't know the story with Naismith. Is he in? Is he out? I'm not too sure at this moment.
So is he out? Is he?
Nah, it's an uphill task, you know. And I think Craig Levy, for him, he's got to set his stall to try and deny.
Will they be
Celtic.
defensive for the off?
I think they've got to be. I think they've got to be. I think they've got to shore up a little bit and wait for your moments, because Hearts are a big, strong, physical side. They've got to rely on set pieces, corner kicks, free kicks, get the ball forward. I think that's the only way they can win the game. If they go toe to toe with Celtic football wise, they'll get found wanting.
Even though they have beat Celtic this season too.
Early doors, and they were flying at that time. We thought they were going to be challenging. I think, what was it, 4-5-0 that day? They played they pressed Celtic high up the park, pressed them, high pressure, high energy. They've not got that anymore. They've lost that. I think they've lost their identity, a way of playing. And at times you just look for that long ball, and if you do that often enough, you give it away, and it's wave after wave of attack. I think it's going to be a real struggle. I hope no, because
the biggest problem for Hearts, they'll be thinking Celtic's not been playing well, so they'll think this is a chance that they've got. But I wouldn't take nothing out of the game at the weekend, because it was kids. It was two teams of kids, full of kids. There was a couple of boys coming back for injury, and that was all. They were just there to get the fitness. So I wouldn't take nothing out of the game at the weekend. But they'll be hoping that Celtic's not played well for the last couple of weeks. They'll be hoping that they continue that. But I just think big players step up to the mark.
But the thing is, Celtic have not been playing well, but they've been winning games.
They're winning games, but big players step up to the mark. When you're coming to Hampden, that's where the big players, your Roger, he always steps up at a cup final or against Rangers. He usually does. Yeah. The big games, big players step up, and that's...
If Celtic do win the treble, for it will be enough for Neil Lennon to get the job?
I would have liked him to get told now, but that's... Obviously, you've got to say that the board's got to go and look elsewhere. I mean, they've got to see what's out there. So that's something that they're doing, and listen.
I think they've got to show Neil Lennon a little bit more respect. He should know what's happening.
I don't know if he's going to get it or not, because I think he'd have got it by now. But listen, Neil's. He came in, he got asked to do the job, and he came in and done it. Yeah. So
but do you not think he's looked a bit annoyed in the last couple of weeks?
With the players?
I don't think when I've watched him on camera,
I think he's annoyed with the players.
I think he's annoyed that he doesn't know as well, and I think that's a lack of respect. I think they should have, if they're looking elsewhere, they should take him aside and explain that.
Maybe they have, and that's why he's annoyed.
Do you know something? Could be.
You know, one man that he knows everything, by the way. He knows what's going on. He knows who's getting it.
I mean, you're getting it.
A lot of young players.
I don't think so.
A lot of young players played on Sunday. Any of them played their way into the squad. Mikey Johnson done great.
Listen, I've told you, I think he's a terrific player. I've watched him with the Celtic 20s over the last 2-3 years. His first thought in his mind, he wants to get at players, take them on, deliver balls into the box. He's exciting, he's great to watch. I just saw the clips of the young boy Dembele. Looked really good. You've got to remember, it's 16-year-old.
If he plays,
he must be a special talent.
If he's on the bench for sentimental reasons, then that shouldn't be happening.
No, it shouldn't. No,
I agree with you. I think get the boys back, get the ones that took them there. It's no for.
I don't think he'll go on the bench.
He'll not go on the benches. He'll have plenty of cup finals. That boy, and Mickey Johnson's well. Mickey will be in the squad, but I don't know if he'll play either, because he's done well. But it was against boys at the weekend. It was two teams of kids.
What were you like as a 16-year-old?
I was working.
Were you grafting?
I was a mechanic.
Were you?
See?
There you go.
Car fixed.
Was it one of them with the overalls?
I was only there for a couple of months.
Were you hopeless?
I was hopeless. I get banned for driving the car. They had to push him onto the ramp and take him up, and I couldn't even bother pushing him, so I just drove him on and I got sacked.
Thanks, right. We're going to do. Have you got equipment up the whole season? One?
I've had a couple.
I've had a couple of close things.
I've had a couple. Come on, you.
For all your knowledge, you're hopeless at this,
I know.
Right, equipment, anytime goal scorer in a team at one. Can I get this wrong? Come on.
Anytime goal scorer.
Anytime, anyone to score during the game in a team at one.
Forest.
Forest and Celtic.
Forest for Celtic after, and I'm going to give you the timing.
Oh,
22 minutes in at a game.
Right.
By that time, I'll be on a plane to Tenerife, drowning my sorrows.
I know you going to win Celtic, or?
They've just got too much about them, too strong. it's the treble, everything. You talk about pressure, they'll be at it, they'll be up for it.
There's no way they're not going to be up for this, but I mean, it's a major bit of history, this. It'll never be done again.
It'll be a huge upset.
It'll never be done again. It'll never be done again, the treble. That'll never be. I don't think so. No. I mean, better teams than this have tried it.
And they've done it.
For both sides and haven't done it. It's a major thing. So these boys, I mean, Lenny will be telling them, you know, this is something that, they'll know themselves anyway, you know, it's one of them. Whatever they do in their career, they're never going to get this again. So.
Are you struggling, are you alright?
I'm not listening to other Joseph Shea before.
No.
Frank, need an anytime goal scorer on a team at 1 for you?
I'll go with Rogic.
And Celtic done?
Aye, 3-0 or 3-1.
A scoreline, so I never gave you a scoreline.
Go and give
I
us a
think it'll
scoreline.
be 4-0. Celtic.
There you go.
Unfortunately.
You want to be one of us?
Just been on, just trying to look at it. I look at that Man City game against Watford,
I know,
and I can
I know,
see similarities. You know, it might
I hope so.
that might happen. You know, I don't know anything about it.
You still look at Hearts results? Do you still like Hearts?
Of course,
aye.
On my old teams, aye, definitely. You know, I had 3 years there. 3 great years under, it was Alec McDonald that took me there, then it was Big Joe Jordan, then Sandy Clark at the end, but I'd already made my mind up I was going down to England, to Sunderland. The Hearts fans were brilliant with me, the players. I really enjoyed my time, and the thing I always say that when I was there for the 3 years was never beat with Hibs. You know, aye, so that's a wee feather in my cap.
Right, lads, thanks very much.
Different leagues.